Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot. I just got done editing part 2 of the series, and as usual I was excited to jump back into this. I just could not wait any longer. So far it seems like the reception for these episodes is actually going pretty well, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited about that. So without further ado, let's get into Heavy Machinery, our first level. Now, it did say Heavy Machinery, but I didn't expect it to be this level. Come on, we just started. You can't do me like that. So, I need to familiarize myself with this again. It's been a few days since we last jumped in. At least I think it has. I'm really bad with time management. Uh-oh. Avoid that TNT. I do not want my booty, my keister, to be on the ceiling. Also not sure if this is a secret area or if this is the way to go. Secret area. Straight up could have sworn that there was something down there, so I was like, let me just see. Although part of me expected to just straight up die there too. It would have been kind of funny. Right, another bouncy crate. No more bouncy crate. These weird security camera things always reminded me of eyeballs when I was younger. They used to creep me out. I used to get creeped out by some of the weirdest things. Although to be fair, some of those TV shows in the 90s and early 2000s were something else. You look back at them today and you're like, kids were really watching this stuff? This is the stuff that our parents let us watch? So I suppose it was just kind of the norm. Bonus level 6. So I've been thoroughly enjoying jumping back into these. I know I've said that a few times, but it really has been a treat. Pretty much the past 8 months or so, whenever I've had like spare time, I've just been playing more of the like newer titles. Like Pragmata and Resident Evil, and they've been great, but this is just a completely different change of pace. Uh-oh. Here we go. I was a little bit worried that I might not have been able to jump back. And avoid the hot pipes. Something else I was also surprised at was my performance in the last video. Just some of those levels was insane. I have never played that well. I honestly blew my own mind. Alright, we've got ourselves an Aku Aku. Let's get down here. Careful, does it? Use the bit with all the vents. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. That was pretty damn close. I mean, I say pretty close, I did get hit. But thankfully I didn't die. Oh wait, no, this one usually takes me a good few tries too. It's one of these where you're not supposed to break, like, every box, I think? Or is it just the one? Wait, no, it might be a different one. This one you're just supposed to carefully make it along the path. Let's try that again. Alright, come on, we can do better. We can do better than that. Let's hype ourselves up. Hype montage. And I wish I could add it in a hype montage. Oh wait, yeah, I see. You have to really control your speed on that center section. If they put those 3 boxes close together. Right, down the elevators. Take me home, country roads. Or elevators in this case. Is there a box on one of these? Yep, there. I remember as a kid, I used to miss that box all the time. Used to get to the end and be like, what on earth happened? Now we did it though. There's another crystal gem for our collection. Ba-da-ba indeed. Crash is such a goofy guy. Just a goofy little dude. Cortex power. Let's do this one. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for this level. It's either do it without dying or it's like a secret path or something. There's something with this level. Thanks for the life. I don't need it, but sure. Oh wait, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go left first. I'm gonna leave that there. I know it seems stupid, but you guys will see why. You will see why. Although to be fair, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already played these yourselves. You probably are aware of why. Actually, yeah, let's go forward this way first. Right there, that's where the split is. So we've got that checkpoint to come back to. Oh my god, I was just about to say we're doing good. This is why you don't speak of your success. We are doing good though. I swear if I actually need like a colored gem to fully finish this level, I am gonna riot. My head will go through my monitor. Ouch. I think I hit him into a box through the door. Are you kidding? Alright, well that was a waste of time. I guess I have to come back and do that again later. That's fine. These levels are short. It's not the end of the world. I currently have the face of defeat, though. Just so you guys are aware. Oh, yeah, because you got this little bit. See, it's coming back to me. This one's quite satisfying because you get to the end, you're like, oh no, there's 4 boxes missing. Then you break all these. And then next to you, that beautiful gem that Crash will inevitably pull out of his booty. Don't think I didn't notice him doing that. He stores all sorts in his little prison pocket. Generator room. Honestly, I feel like I'm just kind of rushing straight into the levels and not really giving them much of an introduction in the map. I'll try to for the next one. I'm just too excited. We've got more security cameras. Another TNT. Let's just wait for that to blow up. I am not getting on top of that. I'm just gonna hope there's nothing on there. See, I can remember some things, but not complete specifics. Oh, nice. I really just spun away the... Wait, that's the first time I've done that? Damn. MLG pro at this game, you could say. The bonus level. Token. Oh, damn. Perspective really got me on that one. I really thought that was further away. Thought it was between the gap. To be fair, I don't have my glasses on. I probably should. It would help a lot. 8 boxes. Okay. Another useless life. Yeah, you can get a ton of lives. There's even a few ways to grind them. The game just feeds you them. I honestly kind of like that, though. Like, I kind of wish it was a little bit more difficult in areas where you felt like you needed them earlier on. I mean, needed some of those earlier levels. Because I don't like having, like, a huge stockpile of lives. I like them to get at least some use. Uh-oh. Well, there's some use. Right there. Maybe I should keep speaking my wishes. There's another. Alright, we're pretty much back where we were. I'm assuming that I cut some of that out. Editor me. Future me, tell me. Did you cut it out? Right, ton of boxes there. I think we're actually coming to a close on this level already. Levels in these games aren't as long as I remember, but that's probably for the best, considering what we're gonna have to do later. Y'all already know time trials. Time trials are brutal in these games. Damn it. Alright, I'm back here. I will admit that took me another 2 tries. And just say it back here. I keep making dumb mistakes. So I apologize if some of the cuts are a bit strange. I do know that sometimes I lose track of what I was saying before. Between some of those cuts, it can seem a little bit strange. 52 out of 52. What? I need a gem pass? I think I might need a gem path or something. Some of these levels have like secret exits within the gem path. And I think that's what that is.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The game's just like, hey, you did get all the crates, however, you can't get them from here. Wait, generator. Wait, do I have to do this one without dying? I think I need to do this one without dying. Okay, guys, I just did this level and did not realize that I had to do it without dying. I had a strange feeling, but I could have sworn that it was something to do with a time trial that I had to do. But it turns out I have to do it without dying. So we're giving this another shot. If I die, I have to do it all from the start again. Like there. I gotta do it from the start again. Don't worry, I'll cut out some of the fails and whatnot so that you guys don't have to watch me suffer as much. So we're gonna do this again. And see how it goes. I'm hoping it goes smoothly. I did just do another small attempt and it did not go well. I probably cut that out. It's a shame that we need to get all the boxes. Because doing that without dying is definitely tough sometimes. It does add on extra time, like going through the bonus trial. Alright, quick jump, quick jump. When we're doing the time trial, I think I can jump down there to the right. Might be wrong, but I think you can to, like, skip a section. And we'll just speed through this. Quick as we can. Here we go. Right, careful does it. I believe this is just about where I died in that previous little run that I tried to do. Might be best if I just, yeah, take that guy out. Right, we're nearing the end. Now this is where I get scared. Like, it's not the hardest level out there, but it's just a little bit tricky here and there. See, that's what I was worried about. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys watch all that again. I'm going to skip ahead to about where we just were. Alright guys, we have managed to get a lot further this time. We managed to get right to the end. The question is, will I screw it up right at the end? No. I made it. We did it. Oh my god. Guys, you have no idea how long that took me. That took me like... Oh wait, you can't even see from the life count because I've collected lives along the way. That took me like 6 tries. We did it though. We can move on. Honestly, the worst part, guys, is the fact that we'll have to go back for a time trial later. It's just some of the jumps are slightly out of reach. So they're a bit of a pain, and sometimes you just slightly miss your jump and you're done for. Right, here we go though. We've got toxic waste next. Let's jump in. Oh yeah, it's this level. I used to quite like these levels. It's just like a straight path forward. Like, you've still got obstacles. It's just a completely different perspective. I suppose if you think about it, it's like the reverse of those boulder levels. Here's a bonus level in here too. Towards the end is normally where I struggle on this one a little, when they start bouncing these toxic waste canisters. I'm hoping I don't have much trouble here this time though. Oh, that one almost got me, I'll be honest. My pantaloons were almost wet through.
One pair of pants later.
Out of fear. Oh, here we go. This is the part I struggle with sometimes. Not even because of that. Not even because of jumping in the sledge. It's because when you get to that ramp at the end, you can't really see the marks that the bouncing leaves behind. So it's kind of hard to judge where you're supposed to jump or stand. We've got this though, we'll nail this. Here it comes, bouncy. Damn it. I really thought I was safe there. It's a matter of perspective. Alright, so at least I know that I just need to nudge a little bit forward. Hopefully with that in mind, it shouldn't be as bad this time. I was really hoping that I had it that time too. Alright. I guess I can just watch it bounce down. Really? Alright, you're back here again. Hopefully we can do this. I did analyze it a little bit last time, although I did almost get got just there. There we go. Now we're doing good. Right there, you can kind of see the silver parts. Just a little bit there. Thankfully with that one, you can just kind of jump around the edge. That one's not too bad. Oh wait, there's bonus level. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. Nearly always does the first time. Pretty much the goal with that one is to just not really bother with the crates because the TNT gets them for you. Oh my god, it straight up put me in the path of danger. The path of exile. Out 30. No, you have to do it without dying.
No!
Alright, well I guess I'm doing this one again. Alright, we're trying this again. Again, I'll probably cut out some of the deaths because I would imagine there's going to be a few. Don't want you guys having to watch this entire level every time. But I guess if you guys would prefer to watch the level every time, let me know in the comments. You know, it has been really warm in the UK recently. Like, the weather hasn't been that insane. Like, straight up, the temperatures haven't even been that high, but for some reason, in my house in particular, I believe my brother complained about this too, it has just been toasty. It's been really hard to focus, really hard to deal with. Because for those that aren't aware, the UK doesn't really have any way of cooling. The only thing that we've really got is like iced water. Or an iced soda. To be honest, just any iced beverage. Any iced beverage will do the job. The muscle memory is kicked back in. Why am I saying this? I'm probably gonna die because I'm saying this. I'm jinxing myself. Like right there, that was close. Oh wait, I've got an Aku. Not anymore. Oh my god, I almost got caught on that box. That was close. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, that was close. That was so close. I either would have fallen off the edge there or jumped straight into that canister. That one was straight luck. There is no skill in that one. That was just pure luck. Oh damn, okay, we got Pinstripe already. How many levels have we done? We've done 4 levels so far. I guess we'll do Pinstripe. I'm not really sure how many levels that I want to include in this one, because this island's quite big. I believe... Damn it. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I believe in the last video it did around 9 levels. So I'll probably try and do something like that here. Alright, Pinstripe, you gotta sneak out when he's reloading. Okay, we get 2 of the same. Just have to familiarize myself a little. His patterns change a little bit. Okay, you get 3 easy ones. Now it's gonna get harder. Right there, that was the point there. Got him. Now he's gonna go to the right side, I think. Okay, one more. We got him. Eat it, Pinstripe. Eat my Bandicoot ass. My Bandicooty ass. Oh no, guys. You know what time it is, right? Anyone that's played this before, you're aware. So let's do a save. Yeah, just want to get a save there just to make sure that we're Gucci, that we're good to go. If you guys remember when I did another level that was similar to this, what a great start. If you guys remember when I did a similar level to this one, I said, this isn't even the hardest one. Welcome to the hardest one. Before the DLC levels, which were actually some cut content from the original game that they brought back for DLC, before they dropped, I would say that this was like one of the harder levels, if not the hardest level in this game. Let's see, this turtle can go. We don't need them. We don't need her. There's something that you guys should know about this level, though. And I'm aware it's being covered a lot on the internet these days. But I can pull it off here. You can just walk in the rope. It makes it quite a bit easier, but it is very easy to fall off. So you gotta do it with caution if you are gonna do that. It's kind of cheating. It's kind of cheese. But we can't let that happen. We have to do this one without dying. So I'm probably gonna restart here. At our second checkpoint. Second checkpoint piece. Okay, so we got this turtle in front of us. I might have said earlier that you're supposed to do this level without dying, but I believe you don't need to do this one without dying. You just need to do the time trial, which requires not dying. So it'll definitely be even more of a challenge later. That box is also one that I forget about. Imagine getting to the end of this level and you miss that one box. Trust me, it's happened a lot. It used to happen all the time. It always makes your heart miss a beat. Just like stop a little. You're like, oh no, I have to do all that again. Okay, I believe this is the one I was talking about earlier, where you're not supposed to break all the boxes yet. Because you'll want to go back and get them all. Yeah, I didn't do that well. Let's give that another shot. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure on the best method here, but I believe it's go through it without breaking them all and then double back on yourself to get the rest. That's essentially it though. We just need to be a lot smoother. There we go, that's a lot smoother. Just break all these top ones. There we go. That's how it's done. Nice and smooth. And now we got these. Pretty sure this is where my runs usually mess up. So the question is, do we use the rope trick or do we do it normally? Okay, fine, I'll do it normally. If you guys will be that persistent about it, we'll do it normally. Are you kidding? Please say that still counts because it broke the box counter. Oh my god, I just did it again.
Thousands of tears later.
I did forewarn you guys that this one would be a bit of a doozy. Okay, there we go. Much better. You can also fall like right there. That has happened to me before. And I will admit it made me rage quit just a touch. Now I got this though. Alright, what have we got next up? Slippery climb. Oh no. Okay, I remember now. The end of this game gets pretty rough. This is where it gets hard. Slippery climb. The worst part is that there is a harder version of this level. All will make sense in the future. But this is definitely one of the hardest too. In fact, it might even be harder than the last level, if I'm honest. This one probably will take quite a few attempts. Alright, careful does it. I really shouldn't say that. Every time I do it goes badly. Alright, jump, jump. I need to time those better. There's another one later. If I time it badly, it's gonna ruin the whole run. Okay, these birds aren't too bad. Can't remember if it's this one or if it's the DLC level. But there's like a row of 3 birds on one of these that move up and down in like an alternating pattern. Those ones are rough. Really rough to get the timing right, especially if you're doing a time trial. Thankfully though, the time trial's pretty forgiving. You just gotta take your time on the rough moments and then speed through the easier ones. The stairs are also a bit of a pain sometimes. Okay, gotta wait for that bird to come back. Uh-oh. How dare it fly upwards straight away? Uh-oh. Thank the heavens. Okay, take me up. Thank you. I'll make sure to pay my service worker. Right, these platforms aren't too bad. It's easy to screw up a jump here and there, but not too shabby. This part's very easy to just like rush forward too quickly and end up with a potion to the face. Oh wait, you know what? It might be this level that has the 3 birds. 3 little birds. We got 2 embryos. Yeah, I believe we're only like halfway through. Are you kidding? It's always something stupid that gets me. Always something stupid. Alright, Alright, we're just about back where we were. Part of me is a little bit concerned because I can't remember if you're supposed to do this without dying or not. I'm really hoping that you're not supposed to... I should say don't need to do it without dying. I think I get it mixed up sometimes because in the time trials, of course, you're not allowed to die. So I'm getting some of these levels confused with the requirements. Okay, this is rough too. Come on. And I'm gonna say it early. This is the final time we're doing this one. Look at that. Well timed and everything. I knew it. And that one took a good few tries too. That one was hard. I will be honest there. It's pretty tough. Right, free life. Oh, almost got pushed off. That had me going. Inside my tiny little mind, I was raging hard there. I was also very worried we were gonna miss our ledge. We do have to do it without dying though. Unfortunately, so I will see y'all in a moment. Alright, let's do the no death run. I'm feeling prepared. I will say though, if this takes us too long, it will probably have to be the last level for this video. That's not a problem, it gives us extra goodies for next video. Well, that was close. Got me very concerned. Yeah, I did have that concern earlier that this was gonna be a level that needed to be done without dying. I just keep mixing them up with the time trials sometimes. Because the time trials require you to not die too. It's an easy mistake to make, considering pretty much every level you're gonna have to go through without dying at least once. Uh-oh. I just fired there last time. Gotta wait out these stairs. Here we go. I was totally worried that I jumped too early, but we were good. Same there, too. Turn my heart is racing. Haven't played anything this invigorating in a while. That's a lie, Pragmata was pretty invigorating. I enjoyed Pragmata. Let's play it on the channel at some point. Probably give it a couple months though for it to exit my brain palace. For it to exit my memories. Hey, Bouncy Crate. Goodbye, Bouncy Crate. Won't be needing you. Okay, now these jumps aren't too bad. Elevator. Alright. We're in the home stretch. We don't have too much this left. Also, I did just realize that earlier I was talking about that row of 3 birds that like alternate and how those often give me trouble. And it was in this level. Because we saw them at the end when we beat it earlier. Alright, prisoners. You're not gonna escape. I'm not gonna help you. Who do you think I am? Wait, bonus level. This is kind of a faux checkpoint. Like a nice little moment of respite. You can happily die in this area without too many worries. I will say though, the physics seem a bit strange. And I do think it's frame rate related. Either that or just because it's been so long since I played. Not entirely sure though. I suppose we gotta deal with these birds now. The big ass rotating platforms. These rotating platforms aren't too bad, it's just the birds. You get them on the wrong cycle and it's a game ender. Here we go. Oh my god, there's our beautiful red gem. I've never been so happy to see a red gem. $66%. What is it gonna be after the gem? 67.
Oh no.
6-7. I am so sorry about the 6-7 meme. I just had to do it to ya. We got ourselves a nice little achievement in there too, so that was nice. But with Slippery Climb done, and Pinstripe done, I suppose we have time for one more level. So let's do Lights Out. Let's get this one out the way. I think we gotta do this one without dying too. Yeah, they're on the loading screen. We gotta do it without dying. Alright, well this one's probably gonna take a good few tries too, but we will try to do it as quickly and easily as we can. This one does have a few pain points, but it shouldn't be as hard. Shouldn't be as hard as some of the other levels that we've just done. Although this last island, with it being like double the size, and kind of near the end of the game, some of these levels get pretty hard. Really though, a lot of the challenge hasn't even begun. The real challenge starts with the time trials. Which, in case y'all are worried, we will be doing the time trials. We are going for full 105%. You know, I kind of had a feeling that that would happen. At least we managed to get a pretty lengthy ways through the level there, so I'm not too frustrated in how that went. For the most part, it's a pretty easygoing level. It's pretty rhythmic. Kinda has like a rhythmic feel to it. When Aku Aku goes out though, that is definitely a pain point. Definitely a real struggle. There has been times where he's gone out though, and I've managed to make a couple jumps just off memory. Just off memory alone. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it these days, but the hope is there. Oh yeah, I need a crystal. There was no point in even doing this one without dying. I need the colored gem first. Oh well, we did it without dying anyway. There we go. Easy clap. You did great, but you missed a few boxes. Yeah, I know. Alright, well with that, I suppose we will come back to Lights Out in the future. Because we do have another level that unlocks just behind it too, so we'll be coming back here. We'll also be coming back through pretty much every level for the time trials. Next time when we jump into this, we'll be going into Jaws of Darkness. But I suppose that'll have to be it for today's video. If y'all enjoyed, a like would be much appreciated, and maybe consider subscribing while you're down there if you want to see more videos like this. With that said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next time.